The pretty days are gone. It was 2 glorious days of cloudy yet warm, non-rainy days, and last night started to pour, and today it's been on and off pouring, and I sound like the weatherman. This is kind of dull. But, I think the weather does directly affect... I let the weather affect my mood, because today I'm just not as bouncy or as energetic as I've been for the past 2 days. And I haven't done anything different. I've woke up the same routine and everything. It was just because it was raining outside, and I think that is silly. And I really am trying to work on, so the weather's not my, defining point if it's going to be a good day or not, because that's just ridiculous, because I should be in control of my mood, not the weather. Leave the dog alone. Hey, buddy. Are you trapped under there? Say hi. See, I'm trying to get the doggy. See, I'm going to bonk my head and cry in a couple minutes here. It's been a good day, though. I've been thinking a lot, so that's always productive. Thinking never gets the housework done, though. And we have a new subscriber, so thank you for subscribing. And if anybody hasn't yet, leave the doggy alone, buddy. I need to distract him. Sorry, because he's my distraction. I need to sedate you. I should do these while you're asleep. Play with the car and leave the puppy alone. Anyways, if anybody hasn't subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe or like, comment, rate, whatever. I know you usually do that at the end, but I'm excited that I have a new subscriber. I actually couldn't believe it because it's been so long since, well, it felt like it's been forever since I got a real new subscriber. I got really excited and I ran outside. My husband was out there taking the dog out. Like, I got a new subscriber! That's how much it means to me. It really does. Every one of you guys means a lot to me, because if it wasn't for you guys' support and, just all around understanding of my anxiety. You need to leave the puppy alone. I'm going to put you in the cage. Let the dog run free. But if it wasn't for you guys understanding and just, kindness towards me, I wouldn't be getting to where I want to be in life like I am right now. Being very distracted from my son. He was being so nice and just playing with his toys and stuff. The moment I turned my camera on, he's like, oh, I want to crawl and get into stuff and distract you from your camera. He is a devil. Are you a devil, buddy? Are you a devil? Say hi. Yeah, there's your toys over there. Say hi. Hi. You say hi? Hi? He is the true star of this show. Say hi. Hi. Oh, he keeps me so happy. He is awesome. Anywho, yeah, I don't really have much to say. I mean, sometimes I'll get so caught up in my work, like just around the house, and I feel so silly being a housewife. I feel like I somehow lost the race of, progressing women to become a housewife. And I think that's just my own, I just feel inadequate to other women who have gone on and had a career and stuff. But then I think I'm not inadequate if I'm happy doing this. If this is something that makes me feel fulfilled and I'm actually, getting something out of it and, putting a lot into it and having other people feel rewarded from it, that it's not silly. I feel always inadequate about things that I really like or I'm excited to do because other people might not be like that impressed with it. And I used to feel like I was just stupid or silly because, the things I was into just wasn't other people's styles, until I realized and this is silly because, I should have realized this years ago, but I'm kind of slow on the uptake. I feel like I have a horrible problem with everything has to be the same. Person likes this, everybody has to be like this. A person does it this way, every time it's done, it should be done that way because that was the first time I saw it that way. But I'm now letting go and being able to realize just because I like something and someone else doesn't like it as much as I do doesn't mean I'm inadequate or it's not as awesome as I think it is. It just means that person's just not as into it as I am. You tried to eat that earlier. You're not eating that again. It's a piece of foam. That's another story. Anyways, you're gonna fall on your head. Look at him. He's been crawling up on things. Hey, buddy. Can you say hi? Say hi. You can see that he's a huge distraction. But I love what I do as a housewife. I love doing little crafty things. I love cleaning my house. And it might not be other people's cup of tea. Other people might like, that's not a real job. You try waking up with a little baby and watching him and, trying to keep your house clean and, like, getting things done, running the house pretty much. You're running your family. I'm like the coal that runs the engine. My husband's the engine, but I'm the coal that fires it. That's like an old-timey reference. Anyways, I used to feel inadequate because of the things I liked and the things I wanted to do because I thought it wasn't big enough or wasn't cool enough or wasn't like feminist enough, like it wasn't like progressive enough. But I'm like, who am I trying to impress here? This is my own life. Yeah, my husband and my son are affected because they're in my family and they are my life. But when I make my own decisions, I should, unless it's going to directly affect my husband or my son in a drastic way, what I decide to do as a hobby or what I decide to do as a career. I mean, I could get a job, I really could, and put my son in a daycare system, but I would miss out on these marvelous moments of him growing up, of him learning things, and of me being able to teach him things. And I don't think there's a job out there that would pay me well enough to do that. And I don't know. I'm just kind of going on a little rant. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I used to feel inadequate because of what I used to do, or what I do. That's poop. Yeah, you want to talk too? Say hi. See, I'm cute. See, I'm a little nugget. Okay, say, I did it. He said that this morning. It was really cute. And I guess the point I'm trying to make here is we shouldn't base what we like and what we do that makes us happy off of what other people think about that thing. I've had people like, oh, you're a housewife? And then just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I was reading too much into it. I don't know. But we shouldn't feel like what we love in life is not good enough because someone else doesn't love it. Because we're all individuals, we're all different, and maybe people don't have a problem like that like I do. I'm doing these vlogs mainly for myself, and I'm glad for you guys to come along, but when I talk about these things, when I rant about these things, it's usually I'm trying to talk to myself and get my thoughts clear through my head. And this is kind of my therapy. Looking at this little flip camera. It's my therapy. When I turn it on, I'm like, okay, I just have something to talk about, and I'm just going to talk, and people watch it and either feel inspired by it or just feel like, oh, I've done that, or I can understand what she's talking about. That's just a bonus. But what I'm doing is just trying to clear my mind of my thoughts and just, have something to talk to. My husband's a great person to talk to, but sometimes I just need something that's not going to talk back or show any kind of sign of, like, listening, because if I'm in a mood, the wrong sign's going to throw me off and make me angry. Which I'm also working on. I'm working on a lot of things, but little steps, little things at a time. I've realize that the little steps are really the big accomplishments in the long run, you know, like those little steps. I made 50 videos. I've had 50 videos up. And I know that I had 50 videos up, and it wasn't until I keep on mentioning my husband, but, you know, he's my best friend. Till my husband mentioned that, wow, you have 50 videos up. That's really awesome. I'm like, well, you know what? That is awesome. That was a small thing, but still, those small things lead up to the huge things, like me making 100 videos or 150 or whatever. And I intend on making all those videos too, because I have a lot to say. If you can't tell, I can talk my full 15 minutes away very quickly. And it's crazy that people still watch these things, because I get bored sometimes. Anyways. It's been a good day. It has. Hasn't been as awesome as the past 2 days because I haven't been able to go out and like go for a walk and get all my energy out, but I've been like viciously cleaning my house, and so that gets my heart pumping and my sweat glands working, and so I'm still getting that same workout that I did, and I'm eating more vegetables and fruits. I'm eating like more whole foods, and I already feel like, so I was eating just for the past couple days, I've been trying to eat more whole foods and just, you know, just in its natural form, or less, like if I read the ingredients and they're like this much, I'm like, I think I'll pass. But, you know, small ingredients that I can pronounce, and I can't pronounce a lot of things, but I'll eat. So, and then I decided, oh, I want a little bit of Easter candy that we have just a tiny little bit left. And I start to eat it, and all of a sudden I start getting a migraine, like a headache, and my stomach starts to get upset, and I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. I don't want to eat this. So maybe I'm changing, or maybe that was just a bad piece of chocolate. I was trying to find peanut butter chocolate, which I usually don't like, but lately I've been craving. And everything, I kept on like breaking open the little eggs, thinking, oh, there's going to be peanut butter inside. Every time it was caramel. Stupid caramel. And one time it was like this cream stuff. It wasn't a Cadbury egg, but oh, it just makes me sick just thinking about it. I hate candy. I had my fill, and now I'm done for the next 6 months. Usually I go about 6 months, I'll eat a bunch of candy, then skip to the next 6 months, then I'll eat a bunch of candy, or until I get pregnant again. But you know what? I'm going to look at my small goals, my little ones that I reach, and be like, you know what? I deserve a pat on my back. I deserve saying I did a good job, and, you know, I'm proud of myself. Because you're going to be the first person that has to be proud of yourself. If you're waiting for the world to be proud of you, you're going to wait for a long time. Because it'll never be as quick as being proud of you, to be proud of you, or proud enough to fill your quota of proudness. Because it comes from within. That's usually everything. If you want to be happy, you can't depend on something in the world to make you happy. It has to come from within. If you want to not be anxious, you can't wait for like anxious things that scare you to go away, because they're never going to, because you'll find a new thing to be anxious about. It has to start from inside of you. You have to start working from inside out, and then you become that person that you want to be. And I'm slowly realizing I am becoming that person I always dreamt about being, and it makes me ecstatic to start really living life. And that's all I have to say. I still am in a good mood. I'm still in a good spot. I'm not 100%. I'm not even like 65% better. But no, I've gotten a lot better than I was when I first started these vlogs. I used to be a wreck, and now I'm having less and less anxiety. And when I do have anxiety, I can work my way through it, so it doesn't become a huge thing. And when it does become a huge thing, I still can work my way through it, or wait it out and then think about it afterwards. And it's because of these videos and because of you guys. And I want to thank you so much for watching and becoming a part of my life, because you guys really are. And I can't wait to make my next video tomorrow, or maybe later tonight. I don't know. Whenever I feel like it, because there's no rules on how many videos I post. Just hopefully they're good enough to be watched. And you know what? They are. Every video I make is of high quality, of debertude. So there's a cute baby. Oh my goodness, I have to go. It's almost 15 minutes. Things will get better. I'm so sorry I talked for so long. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And once again, things will get better. See you tomorrow.